might run into. Welcome to John Oaklyn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Arizona State's offense will go to work first. Williams will pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the deep shot is complete inside the 30. Yard line.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win. Defenses, they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Looking for a push on 4th down. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Calls his own number. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. The Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Houston's offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Get easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Back to pass on second down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Houston will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Williams looking for a man. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. The give on the counter. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So now it's 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Green. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Here's the handoff. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off the play fake on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Fires to the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years, the big plays.
Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Swings it out to the flat. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Williams will pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arizona State!
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd to get this game rolling again. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. Yeah,
and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun, the ground game. His Davis Jr. making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Houston going up-tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He makes the catch. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougar! Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over UCLA. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, this guy's exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave a mark on the offense.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Houston. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Williams looking for a man. Grabbed behind the line. It's James. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Gives it to the back on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Oh, the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Pass interference. Offense.
A penalty. The play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And tackled there by the defense. The Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. They'll try the right side. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He lobs one high down the left side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The inside handoff. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Houston will be forced to punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something.
There he goes. He'll get a fresh shutdown stopped at the 31-yard line.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback,
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Inside the 35. Breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to run it in. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Arizona State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Thurman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On the move. Still on his feet at the 35. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's get you up to speed on things. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Sam Houston. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Williams looking for a man. Going over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They get to the line quickly.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show.
Turning it on! And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that
lead. Running back searching for a hole. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Motion from the back. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much.
He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This on the inside handoff to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Makes a man miss. Oh, he's got some space. And his moments are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Easy. To the air on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Going for it all. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play out.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Williams will pass. Release to the back. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Finds a little space. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Sanford. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to the ground game on the left. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds his man. It's Green. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. They have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And the Sun Devils are on the move. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
From the gun, running back gets the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. When he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Timeout, Houston.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Winds down with the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Arizona State.
The Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And the Sun Devils back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Williams looking for a man. Pocket breaking down. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
The Sun Devils inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team, led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin, would just steamroll teams. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone. And man, the quarterback...
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll pull it down. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a 1st down for Houston. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Arizona State.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Defense not showing press coverage. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.